Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back, or welcome to another Bangs audio review. Today, I have the Adonis new. Yep, the new Adonis. Queen of Audio. Sophia, you are amazing. I love you. You're fantastic. just look at the matchy that's going on here. I mean, jeez, like right out of the gate, you love them. You're just like, okay. I mean, okay, if you don't like purple, then maybe not. But if you do, well, there you go. The shells, the cable, the case, the box. Ugh. I don't know. You just get a feeling about something before you even put it in your ears that it's going to be good. And these did not disappoint. So, Adonis 2.0 coming your way. Here's the unbox. I'm not going to make this a super long video because I want to get it posted before Prime Day's end. My buddies at Signed's Audio, Harrison, how you doing, bud? Have this on sale for, let's see what this crazy price is that they've got. It is $126.70. This is normally a $180 set for less than $130 at the moment. So he who hesitates loses out on that price, which is pretty insane, to be honest. All right, let's get back to the test tracks. I will link their storefront on Amazon in the description for y'all. There are other places to buy it, but I don't think you can find it any less expensive. I really don't. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. Anyway, back to the unboxing. Sleeve is new. The box is not new, interestingly enough. I don't really care, you know. It's not, well, see, there's the old box up there. Kind of similar in appearance to me anyway. That's okay. I don't care. You know what? If they had extra Adonis boxes that they needed to ditch, that's fine. I get it, you know. And maybe more, as more come out, they will be updated. But again, I really don't care that much. We did go from a 10 millimeter on the original Adonis to a 9.2 millimeter dynamic driver. So there is a difference there. It is on the outside of the box, not on the inside. Just so you don't get confused, because that could be confusing, right? But all the updated specs are on the cards. You obviously get this wonderful case, premium. You get the earphones. You get a selection of matching tips. These guys are the wide bore variety and are excellent with them. I ended up going with finally got my medium large JVC spiral dots in to match with my mediums, so that's what I used on them primarily for the testing, and that was awesome. And then more of a normal bore, still on the wider side, you know. So nice selection of tips. You also get the 3.5 and 4.4. Okay, so there's the 3.5. Really cool. Like this, I think, is the same as is on the Celeste Relentless, where you have a screw-off cap and then remove it that way. I like this design a lot, just because it does prevent it from accidentally pulling free. Right? Of course, that means if you hook it on something good enough, it's going to pull the IMs out of your ears, but just try not to do that, right? I'm not always successful at that, but okay. All right, so far so good. Good accessories, you know, good case. The cable, before I get into specs, and then I will. The cable on this is, I would say, I really like the quality of it. I just think that it's a little bit on the stiff side, and it does get a little tiny bit tangly, but I'm willing to put up with it because of how awesome it looks and the fact that it 100% matches the IMs. So like, I'm not going cable swapping on these. My buddy Sworceable, who sent this to me, or this set to me, did send a Zins cable along with it. I actually ended up, sorry buddy, I did not try it with the Zins cable. I just went straight stock outside of the ear tips. Just, to give it like basically the most accurate out of the box description that I could. So cable is definitely good. Again, just slightly stiff and slightly tangly, but nothing that is egregious, in my opinion anyway. Like I said, I'll put up with it because it matches so well. And as far as the shells go, they're gorgeous. They are 3D printed resin, but they are an extremely high quality from what I can tell. I'm sure it's medical grade. Flat or flush 2-pin on the connection point there. And the nozzle length is medium. Okay? These are super, super comfortable to wear. Like, if I owned them, I would probably have gone to sleep with them, but because they're not mine, I didn't want something bad to happen while I was sleeping. So I didn't, but I would. Which I may, because I may very well own them. They're sitting in my cart right now, as a matter of fact. And my wallet's right there. And I'm doing everything I can to not just seriously plunk down the 130 with tax-ish. I don't even know if I can make it through the video without buying them, to be honest with you, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, so build quality is excellent. Comfort, fit, excellent, excellent. Accessories, excellent. Unbox, pleasant. Right in line with the price point. The normal price of $180. Let's see, here we go. Okay, impedance on these is 16 ohms, sensitivity of 105. I had no problem driving them. Frequency, they just say 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. That's fine. And it is a 5N silver-plated copper, I'm sure OFC or OCC cable, which is just fine with, of course, the modular modular ends. So, one 9.2 millimeter dynamic driver, custom Queen of Audio, 2 balanced armatures, 1 Knowles, and 1 custom. I think my guess is that the Knowles is like the previous Adonis, where it is a full frequency, and then the Queen of Audio custom BA driver takes care of the treble. I'm assuming that, but I don't know that for sure. Yes. Okay. I think we're done with the unbox, and we'll move right into sonic impressions. Try not to waste any time, or at least not too much time today. So, yeah, other than the old box on the inside, I don't have a problem with it. I just find it kind of funny and a little curious as to why that is. But this could be, again, changing as more stock of it is produced and or released. Again, I don't have a problem with it, but it is kind of funny. So, all right, let's move those out of the way. All right. How do we do with the test tracks? Well, one time through, and I can tell you unequivocally, absolutely, and for certain that this is a bass head set. So, let us bring up the frequency response graph of both the original Adonis and the new Adonis. I'll get right up in here tight to make sure you guys can see it. On the left, the original Adonis. A nice amount of it, mid bass as you can see, and some sub bass there too. Everything peaked out on the SPL at about 89 decibels. On the new Adonis, we start. Hey, come. What? Oh, that's Medusa. What just happened? Oh my god, I lost it. Alright, I'll find it. Anyway, on the new Adonis, I'll just bring it up here. The bass starts much higher. So here we go. So we're starting here at 92.5, basically, on the SPL, 92.5 decibels. And it outpaces the rest of the frequency response, which peaks out at 90 here in the mid treble. See, right? So it is a much, much bassier set than the original. Let's bring that guy back up. slide them over. And so we can sort of take a look, right? There we go. You can see that. It's a little steeper drop off, right? Because they didn't want it to bleed too much into the mids, which it doesn't. You know, I think with the amount of bass that is involved in the new Adonis, they did a pretty spectacular job of trailing it off so the mids were still clear. And I can tell you that they are, because, you know, singers like Melody Gardot come, you know, right through just, you know, really, really nicely, as you know, mildly intoxicating as she is already. Nothing was exaggerated in that respect. And yeah, I feel like I can't get over the bass on these. My buddy was right. When he sent them to me, he was like, you're going to love these. He's like, I like the old Adonis better because it's more balanced and I feel like it has more immersive head stage. And I will say I agree with him on that. I think that the original Adonis, which I goated, as you may or may not remember, as being my favorite single DD 2BA set of all time, well, now it's got competition, but the reason mainly is because I'm more of a bass head than he is. So he wasn't super thrilled with the new tuning. I am, right? But we're all different in that respect. We all have different preferences. We all have different tolerances for how much bass is too much, how much treble is too much, how much ear gain is too much. Well, you don't have to worry about that on either of these sets, really. As you can see, there's not a steep pinna gain on either of them. But there is some. They're not dead in the water. You know, there's definitely some energy there to keep them lively and keep them crisp and concise and accurate, right? I also really enjoy, on both of these sets, I really enjoy the tonality. I feel like they're both very, very natural sounding. It's really hard for me to pick a favorite, so I think I'm going to just end the comparison here and just simply say new Adonis, more bass, old Adonis, more soundstage. Okay, there's your main difference between the two. You know, enjoy as you like. I'm not going to say to pick one over the other. Those are the differences. Okay? Oh, bye-bye. All right, let's go back into the test tracks so we can go over a couple of things that the new Adonis did exceptionally well. Hip-hop, R&B, I'm Dat from Future. I just wanted to listen to like Future all day long. But also a couple of the recently suggested additions to the test tracks, like BBK from Korn, AT-Aliens or Atlians from Outkast. Oh, you know, Another Day, Kid Cudi. I mean, these were all like just, I'm not going to say mind-blowing, but they were they were pretty close to it. I am in love with the bass on this set. I just love how it is done. I feel like it's a lot of quantity. I feel like it is a lot of quality, and I feel like it is just very well controlled and just satisfying. Like I can't say enough about it. You know, I should talk about the mids. The mids are there, maybe very slightly recessed due to the bass presence, but not to the point where they are gone or covered or, you know, not present. Okay, the ear gain is mild, but it has nice energy, and it has nice energy extension through the treble. It's probably not a treble headset, but I wouldn't call it dark. I think it has enough energy in the treble, especially the mid treble, to keep it pretty well balanced. Not as well balanced as the original, okay, but still, there I am comparing it to the original again. But it's hard not to, you know. It's like there's Adonis 2.0 or new Adonis. You know, it's hard like not to, especially since I reviewed the Adonis not more than a couple of months ago. So and I listen to it like fairly often, so it's very fresh in my head. And when I went back and forth between these two, Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna comp them. Sorry, buddy. You told me probably not a good idea, but I'm going to anyway. So it's an apt comp. Yeah, I mean, I could reach for both of these at any point in time and be happy. I feel like if I were more in the mood for hip hop and R&B, I would be all over the new Adonis. If I were more, they did metal really well too, by the way. But if I were more in the mood for a more balanced listen and I wanted to listen to like Tool or Mastodon, I'd probably go with the OG. If you have the OG Adonis, the new Adonis is different enough to justify having that too. If you don't have the OG Adonis and you're a bass head, then you'll want to get the new Adonis over the old OG Adonis. Does that sort of make sense, right? I think that makes sense. Yeah, I love this set. I mean, I think I like it even more than I was expecting to like it. And by the way, guys, like, I don't go on and watch other reviewers at this point. I mean, I do, like, after the fact, after I've reviewed a set, and that is obviously out of support for their channels as well as getting a different take and additional information. But before I review a set, I try to avoid it like the plague. I also avoid looking at graphs before I review a set or graph it myself. The process is listen first for a full day, then graph, okay, and then listen some more, and then do the review, and then go check out other reviews to see how far freaking off I am. Which I'm not usually that far off from other folks, which is good. It's good to be closer to the consensus than it is to be out here somewhere, I guess. Anyway, but let's get back to the new Adonis, shall we? OG Adonis, I still love. I still think that it is one of the best single DV 2BA sets that has ever come out. Let's say under the $400 or $500 mark, right? The new Adonis is a little bit more of a niche set, and I'll admit that. You know, it's not going to make every single person happy, although I think it will make most people happy with the way that it's tuned. Unless you have like a real aversion to, you know, deep impact style of bass. If you have that aversion to that style of bass, then don't consider them. But if you do like that bass, or you think that bass is fine, maybe not, you know, don't feel one way or the other about it, you're still going to enjoy them because the rest of the frequency response is still solid enough and still balanced enough that it's not like you are just listening to bass. They've got plenty of other stuff going on. And it's all very high quality, and it's all a very smooth listen, and it's all a very enjoyable, just, what's the evil word, the F word now these days? You can't say it anymore. Fun? Yeah, they're fun. Sorry, but they are. They're a fun listen with technical chops. In that sense, very well balanced. Yeah, definitely. So let's wrap it up. I don't really have anything else to say. I highly recommend these for the bass heads out there who still do want technical performance, a good amount of soundstage, head stage, and a decent amount of treble. I think they're just an extraordinarily well-tuned set. And right now, they're on sale. So would I pay full price for them? Yes, I would, and I would still recommend them at full price. But if you can get them for $130 or less, dude, this is a no freaking doubter. Oh my god. I think I'm just going to order them as soon as I'm done with the video and just stop hedging. Because I know I want them. You know? It's that simple. The heart wants what the heart wants. And my heart wants the new Adonis. So, anyway, I'll update you when I do that and they come and I'm, you know, taking a full week off for reviews just to listen to them, because that's probably what's going to happen. I'll wait till surgery to do that. Just kidding, guys. Anyway, that's going to wrap it for the day today. Coming up next, we're doing Bone Conduction Bonanza, right? So it's going to be the BQ EYZ Wind. It is going to be the BGVP DMA. It is going to be a revisit of the Celeste Plutus Beast, and probably throwing in the Quintet, because that's a PZT, maybe the BQ EYZ Topaz. Just going to do like a Bone Conduction PZT kind of fun week coming up. So that's what you got to look forward to. And that'll probably start Thursday or Friday, because I jumped in on a little bit early on this review to make sure that I got it out there while the sale was still on. So with that, I love y'all. Actually, let's redo it, because I type this out every time anyway in the description. Be careful, be safe, be nice. Love y'all. Nothing but peace to you. We'll see ya.